I'm Freddie Evans from the Junior Rangers Initiative here at Stan Robinson Stadium with Stafford Rangers manager Matty Hill. How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. You?
Yeah, good.
Good.
Who did you look up to as a kid?
Who did I look up to as a kid? Well, naturally you'll always look at your dad, for me anyway. Dad plays semi-professional, so I used to like going watching him, and also we used to play, there used to be some park, it's where we used to meet up with a few other younger players and have a little kick about ourselves, so that naturally would be my sort of person I'd look up to. As a player wise, I don't know if you'll know because you're quite young, have you ever heard of John Barnes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Played for Liverpool. Yeah, so again, for me, he was my hero in terms of, you know, what a player, someone that I wanted to be. So I was quite happy to wear the Liverpool shirt and pretend I was John Barnes.
Who was your best mate you've played with or managed?
Best mate played with? Ooh, that's a good one. I'm fortunate enough to have a lot of good friends within football. Matt Jarvis, do you know him at Wolves?
Oh yeah.
A winger. He was really, really good. He was a guy that I really got on well with. A very good player. As a fullback, you're supposed to overlap wingers. He was that quick, I could never get near him. So you could just pass him the ball and just let him run. So again, a great player, a really good person. So he's one that I kind of keep in touch with. But I've got a lot of friends within football, so that's a tough question, that one.
Who's the most famous person in your contacts?
Famous person in my contacts? Harry Maguire. Is that famous enough?
Yeah.
That ticks a box. Harry Maguire. Connor Cody is another one. That was Wolves and Leicester now. I think he's captain. I don't know if he's captain or not. But so those are probably the two main people that I have in my contacts.
Yeah. Okay. If you could go back and play for just one team, who would it be? Or what team?
Go back. I would probably say Wolves. Listen, I had a great time at my home club, Bristol City. You know, missing out, getting promoted with them. That would have been obviously the ultimate. Maybe actually Bristol City, because like I say, I'm a homegrown player from Bristol. So if I'd have got promoted with Bristol City, I think that would have been the ultimate dream. To play with Wolves, you know, to go back there when we got into the Premiership. You know, I'd have loved to have sampled a few more games. So again, when we were in the Premiership, the reason why I say that is so I managed to get 2 games, but I'd love to have played more.
Yeah.
What team did you support growing up?
Liverpool. So as I said before, with John Barnes, that's the team, and that's the team I still support.
Which do you prefer, home or away? And if away, which ground did you enjoy going to most?
So what, in terms of whatever club I was at, or I think always playing at home. You prefer playing at home, but some of the you know, stadiums that you never get to play at, it's a great opportunity to go to. So as much as you like playing at home, it's almost to offer you to go to Old Trafford or Wembley, or you know, those sort of places. I think you would like to have those opportunities. So yeah, home crowd, home support is always a big thing. It's always a, you know, especially when you're doing well, it's always nice that you get encouraged well. So yes, I like playing at home, but you know, there's always a few stadiums you'd like to play in.
Besides football, what do you like doing in your spare time?
Well, I'm a dad of 3, so taxi service. So beforehand it would be driving my sons to football here, there and everywhere, my daughter to dancing, so you don't really get a lot of time to do anything else, but I support them. But now they're getting a little bit older, I'm able to just probably sit down and chill out and watch a little bit of TV and watch more football.
What was the most successful team you played for?
Successful. So successful in terms of being, I suppose, winning games. I was very lucky to be at Bristol City, as I said to you before, winning a couple of cups. They weren't big cups, but they were cups for, you know, the tournament that we were in. Being involved with Wolves to get promoted, again, that's a massive honour to be involved in. So yeah, they're probably the natural 2 that I've been involved in.
Who was the best player you ever played with?
Best player ever played with? I think I go back to Wolves. I think, you know, Matt Jarvis was one. I'm very lucky again. You know, I can name a few players that I played with when they were coming through as a youngster. Kieran Trippier, I was on loan at Barnsley. He was on loan from Man City, so I played with him. Again with Conor Cody and Harry Maguire at Sheffield United. So to see these guys sort of growing up and having such a great career, I think I've been lucky to play with some really good players.
What made you decide to manage Rangers?
My partner, to be honest. Obviously, I was here as a player. I've always believed that I could be a good coach, but management is slightly different because again, you're picking the side. You might have to be a little bit more ruthless in terms of players playing and not playing. So when the opportunity came up, I wasn't actually too sure whether to take it or not because I wasn't too sure if I would be good enough. So my actual partner said, "Listen, if you don't try it, you'll never know." And it might have been a question I'd always ask myself, would I be good at it or not? So I decided to put my name in the hat, and thankfully they gave me the opportunity, and I'm loving every minute of it, good or bad.
Yeah.
After such an unprofessional football career, what would you say is your biggest highlight?
Biggest highlight? Biggest highlight? Wow. I've got lots of little ones. So I scored when James was born, my eldest son. He was born on a Thursday. He was born on a Sunday. He was born on a Thursday. I scored on a Sunday for Bristol City, so I was able to do the little cradle rock. I got named captain at Bristol City, so again a huge honour to be captain for your home team, and I actually scored being the captain, so again another memorable moment. And then did some first moves to Preston, being very sort of nervous to step up and get the opportunity to play at Wembley, to play at Old Trafford. There's lots of little things that I can actually say I've been very, very lucky and very blessed to say that I've played in huge games throughout my career, so I've had lots of moments, thankfully.
Out of all those games, which one was your favourite?
My favourite, I've got to say the first goal that I scored when James was born, because I think that's a huge moment for myself. New family, to score for your hometown club as well. Great moment.
What do you prefer, playing football or managing it?
Definitely playing. Yeah, playing. If I was still fit and healthy, I'd still want to play now. I love playing football. It's great. You get to play with your mates. I'm competitive in terms of wanting to win, but unfortunately, I can't do that anymore. So again, the next best thing is to coach and manage and help youngsters as well, because I'm coaching under 14s at Blackpool. So I enjoy doing the coaching side of it, and also now the managing.
What's your favourite flavour of ice cream?
Favourite ice cream? I used to like rum and raisin. I haven't had it for a long time. Simple strawberry as well, or vanilla. Quite easy. I'm easy.
What do you think we could have done better here today that we haven't done over the last few weeks?
So hopefully today we will be better by winning the game and scoring goals. I think we've been lacking in that area in terms of having that quality to score goals. So hopefully today we'll be more positive, more relaxed in front of goal, working the keeper more. And then again, whilst we're scoring goals, we've got to be defensively sound where we don't concede anything. So we've got to get that balance in terms of both ends of the pitch, and hopefully today's the day.
If you could go back to 1996 and talk to your 15-year-old self, what advice would you give?
I think I had probably a year further back. I had one of my managers actually sat me down, and I was a player that was good in my grassroots, but when I was playing at Bristol City in the academy, I found it difficult to get past players, so I was not quite liking it as much. But the coach sat me down and actually said, "Do you know what? My daughter asked him, how much do football players want to become a professional? Do they want it this much, or do they want it as much as the world?" And just that simple sort of question made me think, do you know what? I want it as much as the world. So that meant effort, that meant commitment, that meant real focus every training session, not just games, but every training session. I decided from then, I'm going to work my absolute pan off to be the best footballer I can, and you know, the rest, I suppose, is history.
Thanks, Matt. It's been a pleasure for coming today, and we'll see you in a bit.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much for having me. Look forward to seeing you again very soon. All right, thank you.